Hey, what's up? Hey, YouTube, what's up? It's your boy, Chad 3000. This is my 2020 Can-Am Riker Rally custom paint job. You already know if you saw the other video. And we're going to be doing a new RLS exhaust on it. And I'm going to give you guys a short intro and then do some before and after sound bites for you. Alright, so I knew from the very beginning one of the first performance upgrades I wanted to do was going to be new exhaust. And there's a couple of reasons for wanting to do a new exhaust. Obviously, you know, air in, air out, you get a little performance boost there. The sound can be good for safety as well as just overall enjoying a more aggressive sound with your Can-Am. And to that, I really wanted, my primary focus was just changing out the exhaust and getting the performance increase. And then sounding more aggressive was part of it. But I'm not a fan of exhausts that are like too loud. So I didn't want something crazy. And when I asked Reddit, I said, you know, what exhaust can I get that is more aggressive sounding but not too crazy? Pretty much everyone recommended either the Teal or Trial Performance or RLS, and a lot of people were saying Controlled Chaos. So like I was kind of on the fence. Trial, I think, is like $500, but in the description it just says that you get 7 more horsepower, and I don't know if that's true. I think all their stuff is dynoed, but like, you know, how would I know specifically if I'm going to just get 7 more horsepower? And RLS, I don't think mentions specifically any horsepower that it gets. But a lot of people I saw online were kind of dogging the sound of the Trial. And for $500, obviously that's quite a bit more expensive than the Controlled Chaos one was, which I think clocked in at just about $300. And so I was asking people that know more about this kind of stuff than me, and pretty much everybody said, like, you know, you can ignore the 7 horsepower. Like, just getting new exhaust in general is going to be a performance increase. So go with what sounds good. The description of this said it was kind of in the middle, not too loud, but also, you know, not quiet. It's just not the loudest one he makes. RLS is kind of I think based in Texas. Sorry if I got that wrong. Cool dude's got an Instagram. I'm going to link that. Got a YouTube channel. So that was another cool thing, is like, as somebody who's going to make some content out of this, to be able to see their content making what will become my content, I figured that'd be a nice thing to support. So we went with the RLS, Controlled Chaos. Like I said, his description describes it as being like a moderate sounding exhaust that he makes. I'm sorry this intro is taking so long. You can skip it. There'll be stuff in the bottom to just get you right to the stuff that you care about, and that's the sound portion. Hopefully me undoing this bubble wrap isn't like super loud in the thing. I'm just going to skip to where I have it done. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. You like this subtle angle change? That's how you keep viewers engaged. Also, pretty sure there's a spider's web in here. Or a spider. It's probably a spider in here. Anyway, so this is it. The Controlled Chaos. Did want to mention that this does come in, I think, a powder-coated black, which I loved, but it was 100 and some change more. And if you're seeing this video, I have no doubt that buying it with the powder coat black will look infinitely better than what I'm about to do to this thing. But I did my own custom paint, did my own vinyl wrap to make those rims black, did my own lights, did my own underglow light setup. So I am... Oh, should I turn the underglow lights on? So as you can see, those underglow lights are not on. I went to turn them on, and I can't find the remote to turn them on, and it's not in the 2 places it should be, which is absolutely fucking enraging me right now. I lost all train of thought on what I was doing. I don't want to watch to regather myself. I'm just going to skip to the part where I say I'm going to try to do my own painting thing with high temperature spray paint, 2000 degree, whatever shit I ordered. And, I'm going to stop right now, and I'm just going to try to come back tomorrow and be in a better mood before I start succumbing to the voices in my head. Well, I found the switch. It was right here. All right, just briefly, I want to talk a little bit about what it takes to take off and put on the new exhaust. I'm not going to do like anything crazy in depth here, just what is required. And so, your old exhaust held up by a bolt and 2 springs underneath. I'll show those in a second. The bolt is, I'm using a 5/8 right now. And then you get the 2 springs. So I ordered some spring pullers. Again, more on that later. The RLS exhaust is just a 1-to-1, so no additional stuff is required. You're just popping that bolt off, popping the springs out, new ones, springs back on. I did want to mention that, so for me at least, that thing is not wanting to come out of there at all. I had to use a heat gun to get it started. So be prepared for that. I've also seen some people say 9/16 was theirs, and I saw some videos where people said 15 millimeter. Again, I'm using a 5/8. I don't have a 15 millimeter on me right now. And I'll be honest, it's not really working that great, so maybe a 15 millimeter is the right way. I can tell you 9/16 was definitely not, way too small for at least my bolt. Let me show you those springs on the other side. So there's your other side. Follow it, follow it, follow it. And there's your spring. I think there's one on the other side also. Anyway, I have a jack. I might jack this up. But I saw some people online not using a jack. Again, this isn't a tutorial. Don't do it the way I do it. There's probably an easier way to do everything in life that I'm doing the hard way. Anyway, I'm going to go to showing some paint stuff. So I'm going to go over the paint design a little bit. But first, let me hop right back into this damn exhaust thing for just a second, guys. Just a second. We're almost done here. Remember, you can skip at any time. Just go to the exhaust sounds. So you definitely need a 15 millimeter. I haven't seen a lot of videos where this shit even existed. It exists on mine, and let me tell you, this was I had to get that bolt supernova hot to get it to come out. It felt like every 3 turns I was getting this like grinding clink. No, and I'm an electrician. I should be a better mechanic in general. I have no idea what the problem is. All I can tell you is that was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, get that bolt out. I mean, I don't know. Do I have dirt on my... No. It's probably not the hardest thing I've ever had to do, but it wasn't fun. I definitely needed my mechanical princess assistant to make me not lose my cool any more than I'm already losing my cool. Let's get back to painting stuff. Is this piece supposed to be threaded? Because it ain't threaded no more. So I am using this Rust-Oleum high heat up to 2,000 degrees. I don't know what exhaust gets up to, but it's for exhaust, it says. So I've got flat black and red. Let's take a look so far. This is just our top piece. And, we had to do some scuffing. Had to clean it. Because otherwise you'll get like bubble wrap marks if you just try to go like straight to painting. I'm pretty pleased with like this top layer thing. Let me, we gotta flip it around. We gotta do the other side here. Don't worry, it's dry. I'm not doing any damage. One thing I want to preserve as we go along is the RLS branding, because I'm big on not covering up people's branding. I actually thought like stickers would come with this. I was going to put like an RLS sticker on the Can-Am, but we'll find a way to make the branding of I'm sorry, I'm just not even filming anything right there. We'll find a way to make the filming or the the branding of RLS really shine through on this. All right. So we're doing less of the painting because I'm trying to keep the video shorter. But our black layer, everything, this is actually going way better than the exhaust. I thought this would be like the bigger pain in the ass. But it did cover up. I was hoping that the RLS like sketching into the side of the muffler would stay prevalent. I kind of feared that it wouldn't, but that's all right because we're gonna do a little I didn't want to do rebranding because I don't know, something about that feels kind of shitty to me. But it is gonna say RLS, and that'll fit the theme of the black and red. I think it's gonna look cool. I hope. If not, my bad. All right, so before the big reveal, let's talk a little bit about, so we did the red tip. We got red still inside of there, so I think that's going to look cool. Big RLS on it. Little baby VSM, Violent Speed Momentum. My original idea, and if I had a Cricut, this would be way easier. My original idea was that the RLS would still be present, and I was going to put like Controlled Chaos VSM Edition or just RLS VSM Edition. VSM, Violence, Speed, Momentum. I'm a big Dr. Disrespect fan. There's a few like hidden, like red on red says Violence, Speed, and Momentum down there. And I thought it fits with the overall theme. I'm not like the biggest Dr. Disrespect fan. I just, Violence, Speed, Momentum. It's a cool little motto, and it fits with like you're trying to make like a faster, more aggressive Can-Am. But so when I peel this off, this should be red. Should have it's. I didn't paint it as vibrant of red. It's got a little black in it to kind of make it a little bit more subtle. But and it's goofy. I put those on terribly, but I didn't really care because they're on the underside. And I'm just it's nice weather, and I'm kind of over it. I just want to get this muffler on, exhaust on. Make my comparison video. Well, this is the comparison video, and but which, by the way, you can totally skip to if you're still watching this. And yeah, I'm rambling. All right, so that's basically the final product. The VSM stenciling didn't really work, so now it's kind of like that's actually not stickers. That's where I repainted over it black. Because the stickers kind of came up a little bit, so when I shot the black Cerakote spray paint stuff, it trickled in and ruined the lettering. It wasn't really that bad. It's the kind of thing that like without heat treated paint, I would just use paint marker and fill it in, and you'd never be the wiser. That's how I do a lot of like touch-ups. But since that, I don't think that would really work on this because of the temperature. So I just went ahead and threw a layer of black over it. And now, it's still kind of there. If you really looked, you'd notice it used to kind of say that. But I like the red in here. I'm going to probably just do a dash. But this is the basic design. All right, let's throw it on. And finally, sorry this took so long to get to, but we are ready to put it on and do the sound comparisons and the overall comparison between the two exhausts. All right, well, if you were watching the whole video or if you just skipped to this, welcome to the important part, the comparison of the two exhausts. And right off the bat, this is your stock exhaust that comes on the Can-Am Riker. And my God, everyone mentions online how heavy this thing is. Understatement, the weight difference between the two exhausts. I do like this like thing that they put over right here. That's kind of cool. But other than that, yeah, this thing is an absolute monstrosity compared to the other one. This thing is hard to hold up. It's heavy. But our new one we're about to put on, that's light.
Oh, all right. You like that framing, by the way? Just like hopping right into it, and you got the exhaust in the back. It's pretty good, right? Nailed it. All right. So, like, final thoughts. Yeah, obviously the weight difference is huge. The other thing's got to be close to 50 pounds. This thing is, I don't know, maybe 10. It's pretty light. The sound, I was looking for something that was just a few notches more aggressive, but wouldn't annoy my neighbors. I think this nails that niche where you're just looking to go up a little bit in sharpness, and then when I lay off the throttle, I get that good explosive gargle sound effect. Only thing I would say, and this could be maybe I didn't quite mount it properly. I smell the gas a lot more now, especially like right around startup than I did before with the stock exhaust. Um, Maybe that's to be expected. I don't know. I've never swapped out exhaust before. Um, let's change angles. This hurts.
Angle change. So, like I said, you can kind of smell gas a little bit more with the aftermarket exhaust. Probably standard. I don't know. Also, maybe it's just the overall decibel increase, but I've never had to wear hearing protection before, and I definitely, when I am not wearing hearing protection under my helmet, I have like a ringing in my ear. That I'm not. I mean, I'm not exactly sold that it's because it's a very high pitched ringing noise. So I might just be getting advanced tinnitus instantaneously. But yeah, overall, everything with it, you heard the difference. I think it's definitely worth looking into RLS exhaust and seeing if there's something for you. This is quieter, so if you are thinking you want something more aggressive, I think most of his products are more aggressive. Let's get one last look at it, and then thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I really dig that black paint job with the red interior and the red RLS. Um, Seems to be holding up pretty good. So, again, thank you guys for watching. We'll talk to you later. Kisses.